182 or visit our newly remodeled showroom, Westside Decorating Center, 5789 State Street in Saginaw Township.
For nearly 50 years, Fast Eddie's Car Wash and Oil Change Centers has been setting ourselves apart from the competition. We offer top quality service by and our employees add that finishing touches by towel drying your vehicle by hand. Fast Eddie's is adding our 17th location, and to celebrate, we are offering our Ultimate Wash membership for only $17 for the first month, and we will also give you $25 off your next Fast Eddie's oil change. At Fast Eddie's, preventative maintenance for your vehicle. We offer such services as coolant flushes, transmission flushes, complete fuel system maintenance, and everything your vehicle needs to keep it running at its peak performance. Our trained technicians can perform these services while you're here getting your oil change, and you can stay right in your vehicle. Fast Eddie's Car Wash. Nearly 50 years of commitment to the service we provide and the final product, keeping your vehicle looking at its best in our community. We're a part of it.
The $17 price is for the first month only. The specific membership is auto-renewed each month as the first at the normal price of $26.95. Memberships vary. See your local Fast Eddie's for details.
It could be the best years of your life. In retirement, you'll finally get to do what you want to do. But you have to plan for it. Start by tuning into Mindy and Nolan McIntosh of McIntosh and Associates every Sunday at noon for Wealth Michigan with the McIntoshes. Make retirement the best time of your life. Tune in Sundays at noon for Wealth Michigan with the McIntoshes. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AA Wealth Management, LLC.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor with food. Do not do capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robbins show,
I guess we'll try to make sense of it all. That is a very, very difficult job.
we will have fun.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW. This is the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios of WSGW.
Welcome back. Art Lewis Show. Open phones for the remainder of the hour. And Owen is in Gladwin. Owen, good morning to you. Owen, are you there? Hello, Owen.
Hello?
Hello. That doesn't sound good.
Hello?
Yep, there you go. Go ahead, Owen.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. You can't hear me? Something's set up with the phone wrong, I think, guys. Check it out. All right, they're going to check it for me here. All right, try it again, Owen. Maybe it's Owen's phone. All right. We'll move on. Owen, call back. He had the problem with his phone, it sounded like to me. Getting the it's hard to talk that way, you know. By the way, you know, we had the Russian jet and the drone incidents over the Black Sea. Russia, of course, denied ever being there and ever doing anything. Well, guess what? The Air Force has released video of the incident, clearly showing the jet dumping fuel on top of the drone. And then the jet flies by again. And right after that, you see the propeller come around and one of the blades is bent over. So, sorry, Russian folks, you were there. All right, Owen is back again. Let's try Owen. Good morning, Owen.
Good morning. This is Owen again.
Much better.
I never much, but I have a new idea. Our right to work state be appealed. I would replace it with a workers' bill of rights. So in other words, when an employer hires somebody, they have to hire them at 40 hours or more a week. They have to offer sick pay or sick time. They don't have to. And also, there should be a mandatory holiday pay. So if you're working Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, all these major holidays, you will get something out of it. It will be the hours that you work, time and a half, or even double time. Depends on the company.
So you want government to tell business how to do business?
Oh, I want more accountability when I hire people, because Applebee's hired me in West Branch for 10 hours a week. People can't live on 10 hours a week.
Well, then why didn't you go find another job?
I did.
All right. Well, then there's your answer.
But my point is that all these people are claiming they're hiring people, but they're not hiring people at the wages that they're not. I don't know how to say that, but I call it the employer's bill of rights, because they're employees. In other words, if, like, let's say you have to work Christmas, you don't have to work Christmas because you work for, I don't know if you ever work Christmas or not.
Oh, yeah.
But my point was that you should get time and a half or double time on a holiday like that. It should be mandatory.
That's what I said, though. You want government to tell business how to do business. I'm not a big fan of that. I understand what you're saying, and I understand where you're trying to end up with it, but I'm not a fan of government telling business how to do business. I think the business world ought to take care of it, and competition will drive that, because if Company A doesn't offer any of those things and Company B does, Company B is going to get the employees they're looking for, and Company A isn't. I just think the marketplace drives a lot of it. But I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm sure the workers do. The workers who love guarantees like that.
So,
all right.
And also, I think that we should, you know how they say they want toll roads in Michigan? Well, I think they should have express toll lanes in Detroit only.
Well, that's an idea. It'd be complicated.
100 miles per hour in Detroit, let them.
It'd be complicated, but it can be done. All right, good enough, Owen. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Mark, hang on. You'll be next right after these notes.
How is your child doing in school this year? Do you feel they are not performing as well as they could? Did you know that this could be due to visual performance? At Associate, help you determine if your child's vision is not performing as well as it could. They don't just give your child glasses. They evaluate the entire visual and ocular system to detect, treat, and prevent visual disorders and ocular diseases. To make an appointment with Dr. Cox, Dr. Kazmarek, or Dr. Engel, call 792-8686. Associates in Eye Care, caring for our patients as we would want to be treated.
We are proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confection. The memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
Hi, this is Jessica, and we're where you are. These are more than just words in our jingle. At United Financial Credit Union, we are here for you with our full range of digital products, so you can easily take the credit union anywhere you go. Open your new account today, and you could win a $500 gas card. From youth accounts to retirement accounts to business accounts, we can help you with all of your financial needs. It's never been easier to open an account, and for a limited time, you can be entered to win a $500 gas card. It's time for you to check out your local friendly credit union and see how we will put you first.
Must meet eligibility requirements. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children.
You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. It's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Detroit area attorneys. Office at CordellCordell.com.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster. No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
I thought learning a language would be too much work. Then I discovered Babbel. They make learning fun. J'aime Babette.
Babbel's lessons only take 10 or 15 minutes, quick and easy. And soon you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
My friend from Italy said my accent and pronunciation is perfect. It's because Babbel's lessons are designed by language teachers and voiced by real native. Is like living in another country for 15 minutes.
I love that there's all kinds of ways to learn. Babbel's podcast or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
You learn words and phrases you actually use in real conversations.
In 3 weeks, I was starting to speak in another language. So easy.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
The Ramsey Show, weeknights at 10 on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here at WSGW, and Mark is in Rosebush this morning. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good.
Yeah, about TikTok. The United States is looking to potentially ban the users from using TikTok because of it could steal data.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is I've seen reports in the past where credit card companies, medical companies, they all get their data stolen, but we still use credit cards. We don't ban credit cards. We don't ban going to the medical.
No, there's a difference. The big difference.
Okay, tell me.
They get their stuff stolen by hackers because they're not set up to prevent it well enough. TikTok is owned by a company that's obliged to China. It's a Chinese company. And when you are a company in China, you agree that China can get all of your data anytime they run it. It's a lot different than a hacker going into a private business and hacking their accounts.
But isn't that all terms and agreements out there, like on Facebook?
No. It's a Chinese-owned company, and because it's a Chinese-owned company, they have to give China any and all data that China wants, anytime they want it. That's part of being in business.
Information I guess I'm not understanding. What useful information can they get from a guy like me?
Can't tell you that, but who else? I mean, who's using TikTok? It's got millions of followers. Who knows?
I just see it as a fear factor of, because if you've been on TikTok, 10% of the people get the news from there. I watched Putin's speech yesterday from a reporter from Italy that posted on there. We're in big trouble coming here, coming to the United States. They talked about Iran, China, and Russia joining forces, and they're getting ready to start up operations out, water operations, military drills together, joint, getting caught flat-footed. And I think the reason why they want to take out TikTok is because information like that gets out, and we're not getting it from the media in the United States.
No, that's not why.
Shame on the media.
That's not why. Because then they'd also shut down all the other, social media sites.
But what I'm saying is, if you've been on TikTok, you get information you don't get in the United States from reporters. Are we going to say all the reporters out there in the world are false?
I don't think.
I mean, there are journalists out there that are from other countries that post.
Yeah, and there's lots of people on on those things that aren't journalists that come across as journalists too, that don't provide you with the accurate information. So it's, you know, that's a catch-22.
Legacy media in the United States ran Russia collusion for 4 years. Now, is that honest? Where's the trust? I'd rather go on to TikTok and watch a foreigner post something that has no ties to the United States that can give me their side and their opinion.
Yeah, that's your choice right now.
But
But this has nothing to do with what's on TikTok. This has to do with the ownership of TikTok. It's different.
Well, somebody can't point to me what the data that they're taking. That a credit card company, that a medical company, they're no different than any of them companies. Unless you can, I know you say they're owned by China. That's the only difference.
It's a big difference.
So, no, that's just the boogeyman in the closet.
All right. Fair enough.
I don't see it. All right. Have a good day.
Yep, you bet. Bye-bye now. All right. Let's see here. We have a few minutes left for open phones. You can give us a call, and we'll get you on here.
Choose Garber and be a part of making better happen at great community organizations like the YMCA of Saginaw. Steve Meyer, YMCA president. How can you tell when things are really getting better at the Y?
Well, the YMCA does better when we lead with our mission, when we open our doors to everyone, and we provide essential services for our neighbors, in particular the youth of our community. And we provide hope. And we're doing our best when everyone understands that the YMCA is much more than a gym.
How about for families?
The YMCA makes things better for families by providing programming and space. Do things together. They can be together at the Y in a dedicated space and enjoying the same activities and social time together.
And maybe just the community in general?
At the YMCA, we provide opportunities for our whole community to get better through our wellness programs, connecting socially, gaining new skills, and so much more. We develop leaders, we enhance education, we prepare the workforce, and it's all at the Y.
Choose Garber. Help make better happen.
Everybody knows you do better at Garber.
You've got a lot riding on your operation, and you need a hired hand that goes the distance to tackle bigger chores and reach bigger goals. So go big. Get it done with a Bobcat steer loader. Bobcat, it's one tough animal.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. In my truck, I'll remember to follow at a safe distance. When you need to merge in front of a truck, please leave plenty of space. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
And we're back with the final question. Are you ready?
Yep. I'd like to go ahead and answer the question.
I envy your confidence, but the producers are saying I have to ask the question.
All right, then.
For higher yields, which seed treatment fights hardest against nematodes?
The answer's illegal seed treatment.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So join us next week when the right answer will still be a Levo seed treatment. BASF, we create chemistry. Always read and follow label directions.
The WSGW Morning Team. The WSGW online poll is about cursive writing in schools. It's State Representative Brenda Carter from Oakland County who's introduced a bill that would encourage schools, not mandate, cursive writing in curricula. She says it's more than students learning how to sign names. She says there are studies showing cursive writing helps children develop better, make their memories, improve cognitive skills. Michigan does not have a statewide curriculum to teach cursive, but could provide districts some programming to do so. 21 states actually do mandate schools to teach cursive. What do you think Michigan should do? Should Michigan schools teach cursive writing? You could say yes, encourage it, but not mandate. You could say yes, it should be mandated. You could say no. You could say I'm not sure. We want you to vote. Head to WSW.com, scroll down that homepage, find that poll box, and make your vote that way. Do you write cursive, Pastor?
Only with my signature for that.
Okay.
Actually, I do. I write in cursive all the time, and it was faster.
I go back and forth.
I can't do that.
Charlie, Denise, Sentat, the morning team. 5:30 to 9 on WSGW. The Saginaw Spirits play here.
Short-handed down the right side. Here's Sapavalla. Pulls up. Now it's in for Smith. A shot, and he scores. Mitchell Smith, a short-handed goal.
Get right.
Saginaw Spirit Hockey. The Spirit continue their road trip when they visit the Kitchener Rangers live Friday night at 7:15 p.m. on 100.5 FM News Radio WSGW. The Spirit are back home Saturday night when they host the Hamilton Bulldogs. For tickets, visit SaginawSpirit.com.
Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
All right, back with you in the couple of minutes remaining in the hour. Greg is in Mayville. Greg, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
Morning.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
Morning.
Hello.
Here's something. Here's something for this country to start thinking about. Where are all our TVs? Where are all our cell phones? I mean, people from kindergartners to the president, where are their phones taken?
Yeah, that's it would be.
What if they put something in all these phones, these TVs, that say, okay, we're going to hit a switch and these things are going to melt down or quit or whatever.
Well, first of all, they're not all made in China. A lot of them are made in Japan. And I wouldn't worry about Japan as much as I worry about China. But I understand what you're saying.
I mean, they could flip the switch and this country would be dead in the water.
Well, it's something I think the pandemic has taught us, that we are so dependent on another country, and that's ridiculous. We learned that with chips, and now we're building chip factories in this country. Maybe we'll learn it with some other things. But I hear what you're saying.
Yep.
So it's been a long time coming, because we, the people here, insisted on things being inexpensive. We didn't want to pay the big bucks, so we wanted to buy cheap. Well, we're getting what we paid for, and that's too bad.
We may get a lot more.
And we may get a lot more. You never know. Unfortunately, that's true.
The red horse comes down from the north.
All right, Greg. Hey, I got to run. Talk to you. Take care. Bye-bye now. It's true, though. I mean, we became so dependent as a nation on other nations to produce our goods that it's put us in a bind, I think. All right, we're going to take time out for the news here at the top of the hour. When we return, we're going to talk to our friend Bill Stec from Yo and Yo about a program coming up for students in cooperation with JCPenney we'll tell you about. And then we'll have more open phone opportunities. All of that after the news, which is next.
From the premier kitchen and bath gallery for WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Paul Gauguin Cruises.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is scheduled to begin testifying on Capitol Hill this hour in a bid to assure lawmakers the U.S. banking system is safe, despite two failures in the past week. Republican Senator Marco Rubio tells CBS Mornings,
mid-sized banks, community banks across this country don't look anything like what Silicon Valley Bank looked like. I think the real question is, why did it take the San Francisco Fed and other agencies out there so long to spot this imbalance and this quirky situation of their books at that one bank?
Video released this morning supports U.S. claims about a collision between a Russian fighter jet and an American drone over the Black Sea. Pentagon correspondent Cami McCormick.
The video shows Russian pilots dumping fuel on and flying drone, then a collision in which the drone's propeller can be seen damaged. The U.S. military says it then brought down the drone, but claims the Russian aircraft, too, is in danger of crashing. The drone went down in very deep water and will be difficult to retrieve.
Parts of waterlogged California are in for more rain over the coming days. Correspondent Carter Evans is south of San Jose and Papa Road.
Across the state, almost 90,000 people are facing evacuation. Christopher Moreno left his home in the middle of the night with no shoes. What happened when he went to the shelter? It was full. It was full. No room. No more space. He's been living in his car for almost a week.
Drive a Ford? There are a couple of recalls that might affect you. WWJ's Jeff Gilbert.
The biggest problem is a brake fluid hose that can potentially rupture in 1.3 million Ford Fusions and Lincoln MKZs, 2013 through 18 models. One crash has been related to this. The other involved 201 F-150 pickups. They have a windshield wiper arm that can come off.
New details on a freight train derailment in western Arizona last night. It was a sticky one. BNSF says the train was carrying corn syrup when 8 cars went off the tracks near the town of Topic. A spokesperson refutes a claim by the Mojave County Sheriff's Office that there were hazardous materials involved. She says no one was injured and the cause is under investigation. Puerto Rico's hopes were high after they beat the Dominican Republic 5-2 in the quarters at the World Baseball Classic. But suddenly, those hopes faded after their star closer crumbled to the ground.
Hopefully Edwin Diaz isn't really hurt.
His teammates circled New York Met Diaz on Fox Sports and carried him off the mound to the clubhouse. He will have imaging on that injured right knee today. The Dow is down 228 points, S&P off 13. This is CBS News.
CBS News is brought to you by Paul Gauguin Cruises. All-inclusive year-round cruising to Tahiti and the South Pacific. Visit pgcruises.com today.
The Bay City Noon Optimist Club's 13th annual Travel and Adventure Film Series concludes Monday, March 20th at 7 p.m. at the State Theater in downtown Bay City. Join photographer and documentary filmmaker Brent Weinbrenner for his fascinating multimedia show, India, on the Edge of Discovery. This show will take us on a journey to Rajasthan, legendary, wild, and remote northwest corner of India, and provides an engaging window into this mysterious land and people. Along the way, we'll travel to Delhi and the holy city of Varanasi. Local shores of the Ganges River will encounter the wonders of this unforgettable country. Individual show tickets are $10 and are available at Herder Music and the State Theater. For info, call 989-893-9578 or visit BayCityNoonOptimist.org. Series sponsored by ABS Retirement Planning Advisors, Paramount Rehabilitation, Summit Printing and Graphics.
Hey, it's Jesse Kelly. When the U.S. starts telling another country to end the war now, it's time to take a hard look at your own protection plan. If you've been on the fence about buying gold and silver, it's time to act. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford 123. Call Oxford Gold right now and ask about bonus opportunities you may be eligible for. Call 833-404-GOLD. That's 833-404-GOLD.
At Staples, school is always in session, and savings never take a holiday. Especially now, during Staples Teacher Palooza, you can save even more on everything for school, like 25% on classroom decor and stickers, and save up to 40% on trusted brands for the classroom, like Post-it, Papermate, and Elmer's. Whether you're a teacher restocking your classroom or a parent looking to help, during Staples Teacher Palooza, everyone saves big. But deals end soon, so hurry to Staples, your working and learning store. And store only while supplies last.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Mostly cloudy skies and 38 degrees at 10:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Porcha. Bay City Bridge Partners is closing Liberty and Independence bridges for continued work. Liberty Bridge will close tonight from 7 p.m. till 5 a.m. tomorrow, while the Indy Bridge will close for several days, starting at 7 a.m. on March 21st to 11 p.m. March 31st. Drivers will need to find alternate routes during. The death of a 3-year-old boy in Flint in 2020 is sending 3 people to trial. On October 22nd, 2020, a babysitter was watching 3-year-old Messiah Williams at his home in the 1600 block of Oklahoma Avenue. While the boy was sitting in the living room, he was struck in the head by gunfire. He was later pronounced dead at Early Medical Center. Prosecutors in the case say the men responsible, 22-year-old Shamir Banks, 22-year-old London Walton, and 23-year-old Cameron Burnett, opened fire on the home in retaliation against the babysitter. They are all charged with first-degree murder, discharging a weapon at a building causing death, malicious destruction of property, using a felony, and other felonies. 27-year-old Deshaun Davis is also charged in the crime with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and discharging a firearm at a building causing death. Prosecutors say Davis planned the shooting but backed out at the last minute. My Michigan Health is seeking partnership with organizations sharing in its commitment to improving the health and wellness of the communities across its 25-county service area. The health system is accepting applications for its revamped charitable giving program between March 27th and June 1st. Requests for funding will only be accepted through My Michigan's online application process. Applicants will be notified July 15th. The online application and criteria for requesting support may be found online at mymichigan.org/sponsorships. WSGW News Time, 10:07.
Homeowner, Bob Wiltsey of Suntech Wind and Solar here in Standish. Are you looking for energy independence for your home? You should be. Michigan utilities are closing the remaining coal plants soon, resulting in more power outages.
Home solar with battery backup not only provides power during the grid outage, it reduces your light bill every day the sun shines. Unlike the generator, it just sits there. I'd love to show you how it all works. Come visit us at 319 South Main Street in Stanton. Suntech-windsolar.com.
Saginaw Children's Zoo.
The Saginaw Children's Zoo will be opening for the season on Saturday, April 15th. Take a wild adventure to the Saginaw Children's Zoo. Say hello to all your feathered, scaly, and furry animal friends and get some much-needed fresh air. The Saginaw Children's Zoo can't wait to see you. Visit SaginawZoo.com for details.
Saginaw Children's Zoo.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
WSGW News Time, 10:09. The weather forecast is coming up next. The new report says Michigan ranks first in the nation for the number of hours family members spend taking care of their loved ones with Alzheimer's. The Alzheimer's Association of Michigan says over 380,000 caregivers spent nearly 872 million hours caring for their loved ones last year. Jean Barnes is Program Services Director with the association. She's an everyday heroes.
Caregivers really are our everyday heroes. I think it boils down to the relationship that they are building with the person that they're caring for, whether it's their spouse or their mom or their dad. And so when the relationship, sometimes with Alzheimer's disease, you have to really live in the moment.
Barnes says the association is working to help caregivers by connecting them with direct care workers, but there's currently a severe shortage. WSGW News Time 10.
Here's your WSGW meteorology forecast. East County rain showers possibly today, otherwise cloudy skies, a high in the 50s. Southwest winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, a good chance for rain showers, cloudy and near 44. Friday, a slight chance for rain showers, cloudy skies, temperature steady early, then slowly fall throughout the day. Saturday, a chance for snow, cloudy and breezy, high around 30. Mostly sunny skies, high at 48 degrees. Monday, sunshine, high around 47. On Tuesday, mostly sunny sky conditions, and we'll see high around 48 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Bucci with the WSGW meteorology forecast. Currently, it's 42.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com. Show is presented by Westside Decorating Center.
Yes, indeed. Westside Decorating Center is our sponsor at 5789 State Street in Saginaw, which is a newly expanded showroom and new product lines. Stop in and visit them today. Later on in this hour, we're going to talk about a film festival with Irene Hunsinger, but we're going to begin the hour talking with Roland Brett, the Career Services Director at University at Saginaw Valley State University. Now works for Yo and Yo, but can't get himself out of the career business, and he is Bill Stec. Bill, good morning to you. Don't hear you. Are you muted? I'm not hearing you. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Nope, not hearing you. Got lots of noise, but not you. He took off here for a second to see what he can do to fix it. Otherwise, I'll have him call me. Anyhow, Bill is involved at Yo and Yo with J.C. Penney. They're doing a special event, and that event has to do with clothes for students so that they can go to interviews and look professional in their presentation. It's called Suit Up. Kind of interesting. We're going to find out about it as soon as Bill gets back here or calls us, one or the other. So we'll find out what happened. Disappeared for a minute. That's technology. You know, we live in this technological world, and most of the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. And there he is again. Let's see if we can make contact. Bill is on the line. Hey, Bill.
Good morning, Art. How are you?
I'm fine. I don't know what's wrong with the audio, but what the heck.
All right. You got to go with the flow.
Got to go with the flow. I'll just drop your image off then. We don't have to worry about it. We'll just do the phone. And so let me ask, this event, this Suit Up event, give us an idea, an overview of what this is all about.
Yeah, this event I was thrilled to bring when I was at Saginaw Valley State University, and now being on the employer side, I still wanted to be heavily involved with this partnership. JCPenney Suit Up event, which is good for Saginaw Valley students and alumni, but we're now making it a regional event, so we're including our friends from Delta College, Northwood University, and Central Michigan University. So this Saturday, March 18th, from 9 a.m. to noon at the Fashion Square Mall location of JCPenney, any of these students and alumni can come to this store, see a very special discount towards all of their professional dress attire. So all these items are going to be already on sale. So for example, men's suits could be 40% off their sale price.
Oh, wow.
These students are going to get the 40% off sale price, plus an additional 30% off after that.
Wait a minute. 40 off plus 30 off.
That is correct.
Wow.
If you have that sale price, you're going to take 40% off the sale price.
How do I become a student again?
Now, this is not just one item. It's anything in your shopping cart. So it's all accumulated stuff for an extra 30% off.
And we're talking primarily, though, about clothing because we're talking about presenting yourself for interviews, right?
That is correct. And it's not just clothing. It's also socks, undergarments, shoes.
No, I count that as clothing. Yeah, I count that as the outfit, if you will.
Right.
Pocket handkerchief. I count that as the outfit, you know.
Exactly. But yeah, this is definitely geared towards students and alumni going to those job interviews, but also what to wear in the workplace. And that's where I'm bringing a little twist into this. I'm bringing 7 of my colleagues from Yo and Yo, and they're going to be there Saturday so they can network with these students and alumni and let them know what is good recommendations to wear for the interview, but also what's good proper dress attire to wear while you're in the workforce, especially when you're in front of clients representing your company.
Yeah. Is there a specific time for this, and do the students and alumni need reservations to do this?
No reservations needed. This is a walk-in basis, so all of the universities are going to be present there as well. Same with Yo and Yo, and we're going to be there from 9 a.m. to noon. And what's also special is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., the JCPenney store is only open for these students and alumni. Then the store will open to the general public at 10 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Business day.
So get there early.
Get there early, and another incentive on going in person is on behalf of you. We're going to be doing drawings at each of the university tables. So let's say you're a current student at Saginaw Valley. You're going to go up to the SVSU table, and you're going to put your name in the hat. And we're going to be giving away 5 JCPenney gift cards for each university.
Wow. So let me ask Bill, what's been the past experience with this event? Because I know you did it before when you were at SVSU. What's been the past experience?
It's been remarkable. The students absolutely love this event. We were averaging 300 students when we did this for the first couple. So we just kept doing this as a tradition. Then, of course, COVID hit, so we had to suspend that event. But then JCPenney got creative. We did a virtual option where students would just text a code to get the coupon sent to them. Now, we still have that as an option. So students and alumni can go to their career services offices at those universities, and they can get that special code if they can't come in person this Saturday, and they can do a text option. And they will get that coupon automatically texted back to them. And plus, the coupons don't expire until April 30th. So this is not just Saturday is a special day, because what Penny's does is the corporate out of Texas, they purposely ship extra inventory to this store for this event.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is pretty impressive. I mean, that's a substantial savings, because you look at the price of suits today. You're telling me they're 40 off and then another 30 off.
You got it.
Gee, that's
amazing. And that's why we're doing this, because we know money's tight, especially when you go to college. You're paying for the tuition, you're paying for the books, you have to focus your studies. And now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to graduate. I got to find something nice to wear for an interview, and those are expensive. And now this is what JCPenney and the rest of us here at the universities and now us companies are trying to partner with to make this less expensive.
I assume, even though it's called Suit Up, you don't have to buy a suit. You could probably buy a sport jacket, pants, shirts, all that good stuff, right?
Oh, without a doubt. And especially for the ladies out there, from blouses to dresses, slacks, all of that.
That's where I was headed there next, because it's called Suit Up, but it's not just a guy's event.
That is correct. It is for everyone.
Wow. Hang on, Bill. I got to take a break, and we'll come back and talk more about it. Bill Stec with Yo and Yo and Suit Up happening this Saturday at JCPenney. We'll remind you more about that in just a couple of moments here. Let me talk about Krizak's House Family Restaurant. Proud to be a business that serves this area with the finest in dining and takeout services, and grateful for all of you who have supported them over the years. They look forward to serving all of you every day. Takeout day at Krizak's from 11 to 7 today, 11 to 8 Friday and Saturday. Krizak's House Family Restaurant, located at the corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. For takeouts, reservations, parties, events, give them a call, 989-894-5531.
Democrats just want to win the next election, and they're trying to do it with ceaseless money printing. They do not care if the value of your retirement is sacrificed. Hi, Stephen K. Bannon. It is critical to protect your retirement right now with a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To learn more, get a free info kit on gold IRAs by texting the word safeguard to 989898. There's nothing to buy and no obligation at all. Text the word safeguard to 989898 to get a free info kit on gold.
So stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 50 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Find small business calm at ooma.com/radio. That's OOMA.com/radio.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Initial jobless claims falling more than expected from last 192,000. That's down from 211,000 and below the estimated 205,000 claims that were anticipated. Meantime, continuing jobless claims also fell from 1.72 million to 1.68 million. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the U.S. banking system remains sound. She's set to speak before the Senate Finance Committee today. In written testimony, Yellen says Americans can feel confident about their deposits in the wake of the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. And Credit Suisse will borrow roughly $54 billion from the Swiss National Bank to strengthen its liquidity. Credit Suisse Group coming off a rough round of trading yesterday. as 30% after reporting its largest loss last month since the 2008 financial crisis. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Matt Napolitano, invested in you.
Democrats just want to win the next election, and they're trying to do it with ceaseless money printing. They do not care if the value of your retirement is sacrificed. Hi, Stephen K. Bannon. It is critical to protect your retirement right now with a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To learn more, get a free info kit on gold IRAs by texting the word SHELTER to 989898. There's nothing to buy and no obligation at all. Text the word SHELTER to 989898 to get a free info kit on gold.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
Shows on WSGW, the news you trust around the clock. This is CBS News.
We've heard from President Biden after two.
This is WSGW News.
Changes to gun laws in Michigan taking a step forward.
Charlie, Denise, and Pat, the WSGW morning team.
Time change happened over the weekend.
It really messed up my cat's internal clock. And
Oh, my dog, too.
And yeah, they didn't wake me up early yesterday, so that was nice.
The Art Lewis Show.
Open phones for the remainder of the hour. We've got them locked and loaded right now. We'll start.
Terry Henney's Farm Show.
I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be.
Mark Lee, Van Camp, and Robbins.
You ready to tackle this thing?
Well, yeah, I mean, the big story today and could affect all of us.
Sean Hannity.
I think I'm doing the right thing, being a voice of reason.
Tom Sullivan.
Unless you're punished for your mistakes, you're going to keep doing the same thing.
The Ramsey Show.
No, you didn't stick to it. Budgets work if you stick to them.
News coverage, talk shows on WSGW.
On the next show.
I guess we'll try to make sense of it all. That is a very, very difficult job. We will have fun.
Mark Lee, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW.
All right, back with you here on WSGW, talking to Bill Stec about the Suit Up event coming to JCPenney's this Saturday. I just want to reiterate, Bill, no reservation is necessary. Is that right? You just show up? Oh, let me see if I can get you on the stream. There you go. You just show up?
Yeah, you just show up anytime from 9 a.m. to noon.
And I assume, because you've mentioned the fact that there's been hundreds attend these events, does Penny's put on extra employees to be able to handle this crowd?
They do. So they have an extra crew that will come in at 7:30 a.m. working late Friday night to get everything set up on the floor, because they have special signage to put up in the men's and women's department of this Suit Up. And only, obviously, the college students and alumni will know it is for them on that special day.
And you mentioned that first hour, that 9 to 10 o'clock hour. I mean, that probably for the students is the best time to come, isn't it?
It is, because they're not going to have the public rush, so they're going to have the store to themselves from them and their other classmates from the schools, and they can take that extra hour and take advantage of shopping without any other customer interactions.
You've been involved in the career business for a long time, and now you're at Yo and Yo. When Yo and Yo or any other company like them hires someone, what do you look for when that person presents themselves?
Well, first impressions are everything. So we're looking at their communication. Okay, how can they have a conversation? Because they're going to be having conversations with not only their staff, colleagues within the workforce, but also the clients that they're going to be working with within the community and throughout the state of Michigan that we serve here at Yo and Yo. But we also, so we look at the communications work skills look like, and everything well-rounded of interpersonal skills. And then we go from there on what type of background experience they have had within the classroom, at their school, and in the workforce.
So let me ask you this that relates to Suit Up. If they walk in looking disheveled and like a slob, you don't ever get to the rest, do you?
So we understand people are going to show up in, sweats and hoodies at this event, which is completely fine.
At the event, fine, but not for a job offer.
No, not at all. that, because we call it dress to impress. Because how are you going to dress in front of us at the interview? How are you going to represent yourself in front of the clients when you represent a company like Yo and Yo?
And that's important, right? I mean, these people are your image. When you hire somebody, they become the image of the company.
You got it. And, you know, and it goes beyond that, because then a lot of our staff, you know, they go to our chamber events. You know, you had Tony on earlier this morning. I was listening in a little bit with the Midland Business Alliance. We have our Yo and Yo staff at those events, the breakfasts, the lunches, the dinners, in the Saginaw Bay. And it's all an image you're putting on not only you as a human being, but the company you are representing.
So let me ask this, because a lot of these young people maybe have not ever had the experience of buying a suit or buying a dress or buying, you know, presentable clothes. The people they're going to interact with when they go to Penny's, are these people just there to sell them the item, or are they going to be able to help them through the process that they may never have done in their life?
Yeah, they're going to help them completely through the process. So earlier I mentioned I'm going to have 7 of my colleagues from Yo and Yo present there, men and women from Yo and Yo, and they're going to be having those great networking opportunities with these students in regards to giving them recommendations on what would go well with matching their outfits and representing themselves when it comes time for those interviews and their first day appropriate to wear in the workforce. So they're going to walk through all those tips with those students and alumni.
Personal shoppers.
That's right. Like, oh, that looks really great. Or, you know what, I think I would stay away from that particular item because, you know, I was just at Adrian College last night lecturing to 60 students, and a student asked, what is appropriate to wear, you know, for an interview? And I always said this, even when I was at SVSU, you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, man, I look pretty good in that to go to a party or on a date. Then that may not be something interview.
So let me ask you about some traditional things that I'm not a fan of, never have been. I'm not much of a tie wearer. I'm not a big person on ties. Yet ties, every man knows. They go to work, they put on the suit, they used to be suit and tie. That was the name.
Right.
If I showed up at an interview as a student with a nice sport jacket, nice pressed shirt, but open collar, is that good or bad?
You know, that's the new trend. I will
Yay!
not say. Yeah, so yeah, I figured you would like that answer.
Yeah, looking at you, you don't have one on, so I'm
No, and that's another thing you bring up of a segue into this conversation is, especially in the workforce, and especially in, you know, our bread and butter with Yo and Yo is the CPA realm, which is certified public accountants. And that was always the traditional norm, is wearing that full suit. But now it is exactly open collar, like you said. And when they're working inside the company, if they're not in front of clients, we have it called dress your day policy. So you can wear jeans. You can wear a polo shirt. You can just wear a button down in jeans. Now, of course, we don't want the jeans to be holey or baggy.
Yeah.
But we are bringing that level to a business casual standard as well. And I haven't worn a tie in probably 5 years because that's just been the new trend of open collar.
Good man. Good man. A man after my own heart. I've got a rack full of ties, and I unless I'm forced to, because I, like, for example, I had to go to a photo opportunity the other day where everybody had to have a tie on and a specific tie. Okay, I can do that. But on a daily basis, not happening. Not happening. Not in my lifetime. I don't know. I've always been that way. I've always been that way, and I'm glad to see tradition is finally catching up with me. All right, let's leave this by reminding everybody again, all the students and alumni out there, of the event this Saturday.
Yeah, so this coming Saturday, March 18th at the Fashion Square Mall in Saginaw. Proud to partner Yo and Yo with JCPenney, along with our university neighbors of Saginaw Valley State University, Delta College, Northwood University, and Central Michigan University. All students and alumni, you can come anytime from 9 a.m. to noon. a.m. to 10 a.m. is only open for the students and alumni, then to the public at 10 a.m. You're going to get a physical special coupon of an extra 30% off your entire transactions of professional dress attire that includes items already on sale. So it is an unbelievable deal that is going to be given out by JCPenney.
And do alumni have to bring some kind of proof that they attended?
So what's going to happen is the schools that will be there, they will check on their computers in the database to make sure that they are truly a student and alumni, and then they will physically give that coupon to those individuals.
Right. Very good. All right, Bill. Well, good luck with it. Enjoy your time this Saturday. I know it's right up your alley.
Well, I appreciate it. Always a pleasure talking with you, sir.
And if you see a tie you like, leave it on the rack.
I'll buy one for you.
No, not in your life. Thanks. All right, Bill. Have a good one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye now. Bill Stec from Yo and Yo. And again, this Saturday at the JCPenney store, 9 a.m. to noon. Students and alumni of those colleges can go out and save themselves a lot of money on professional dress. We're going to take time out. When we return we're going to be talking to Irene Hensinger in just a couple of minutes about a big film festival coming to Saginaw this weekend. But right now, I want to talk about sleep because we're asked to do more for less these days. So when we spend approximately a third of our life in bed, we really need quality sleep. And you can get that sleep on a mattress from Sanitary Mattress. They've been making custom mattresses since 1935. Rest assured, the Sanitary Mattress you're sleeping on was made right here in the Great Lakes Bay region to your specifications. Further, the money you spend stays right here in the local economy. In addition, Sanitary Mattress offers 1-hour delivery window of your mattress to your home, so you don't have to wait around all day. Sanitary Mattress can also custom make a mattress for your RV or boat, something the box stores can't do. Next time you need a mattress, think of Sanitary Mattress. Put them in your GPS at 5343 Janes Road in Saginaw or call them at 989-753-1757. Check them on the web at sanitarymattress.com. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sanitary Mattress Company, where you'll find everything from a crib to a king and everything in between.
You know, crime lately.
I was worried too, so I made sure I was prepared.
How'd you do that?
I took my CPL class at Applied Training Solutions. They covered everything I needed to know to get my concealed pistol license. You can never keep me safe.
Applied Training Solution is Michigan's premier training facility. We offer both live fire training and digital simulation training. Whether you're looking for your initial training or advanced training, see us at simurange.com or ATS Midland on Facebook.
The Sawmill Pub and Grill welcomes you back Friday, March 17th on St. Patty's Day. Corned beef and cabbage will be on the menu, and they're also kicking off their famous perch and cod Friday fish fries. Fish fries are back at the Sawmill Pub and Grill starting March 17th and every Friday through fall. The Sawmill Pub and Grill is open starting March 17th from noon to close. You can enjoy their famous St. Patty's Day corned beef and cabbage, and from 4 to 9 p.m., the best fish fry in town. Takeout is available by calling 989-793-2692.
Hometown feel and big-time winning. That's Saginaw Eagles Landing, the place where everyone greets you with smile after smile. In the casino, at the restaurants, or in the hotel, this is a getaway that makes you feel right at home. We've got hundreds of slots, great food, and a comfy place to stay. So come on in and see what the good times are all about. Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit saginaw-eagleslanding.com for complete rules and details.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter. That Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I've bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage. the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Showroom and Design Center Studios, you are listening to 100.5 and 790 WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, and with us right now to talk about the movies. Only these are not the movies that you heard about at the Oscars. These are different, and we're going to find out about it this morning because with us is Irene Hensinger. Irene, good morning.
Good morning, Art. Good morning. Wonderful to talk to you.
So let's talk about the festival. What's it called? So everybody knows.
Yeah, it's the Riverside Saginaw Film Festival. We've been around since 2007, and we have a couple of festivals a year. We had one in November, and then we have one actually starting today.
And that's
at the Court Theater.
And that's kind of different, isn't it? Because in the beginning, it was just once a year.
It was when we had multiple venues and a lot of different movies being community. But after COVID, where we wanted to make sure that we had a space that could accommodate safe seating and all of that, the Court Theater, which is, a wonderful restored theater, has the space, has the wonderful popcorn, and we have found a home there. And so for the last couple of festivals have been held at the Court Theater.
All right, so let's talk first of all about the films. So how many films are we looking at this time?
We're showing films, and you mentioned that these are different ones than from the Academy Award. Actually, this year, we're showing 7 films. 5 of them were nominated for an Academy Award in one category or more than one.
No kidding.
And the other 2 were winners at the Cannes Film Festival, which is an international film festival. Yeah, so these are the latest, greatest films. They've not been in this area. That was part of our, really a driving force of establishing the festival way back when. Well, that you would otherwise have to go to a major market to see in Detroit or Ann Arbor, or New York, or LA, for that matter.
All right, so let's also I want to touch on the fact that if I remember right from the last time we chatted in November, you can now literally see all of the films, can't you? First of all, location, it's all in one place?
All at one place, all at the Court Theater. And yes, every film is shown twice. And so between now and Sunday, so there's 2 shows today, one starting at 4-7, and then tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, those are 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. So it's very possible to see all 7 films over the course of the 4 days.
And cost?
$5 at the door. No pre-registration, no ticket buying. Just come to the door. It's
So
$5.
Just pay for the movie you want to see then. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the schedule's out on our website. filmfestival.org. And you can see trailers for the films as well as abstracts and little blurbs about what every film is about.
Well, let's talk about some of them. The first one that I'm looking at is Women Talking. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, this is really a wonderful film. It is a story about women who lived in a very a restricted religious community, and they decide that it is not respectful for women and for their children who are growing up in this environment. And do we stay? Do we the system? Do we leave? Very powerful film.
And that one is shown when? Is that the first one off?
Actually, that is shown tomorrow, Friday at 4, and again Saturday at 1.
All right. So now, next up, I see After Sun. What is that about?
Yes, that's a story about the father, about an 11-year-old daughter who spends time with her father, and he, that character is played by Oscar nominee Paul Mescal. So he was one of for Best Actor. And she's reflecting on it. Now she's an adult, reconciling the father she loved with the man she really didn't know. And this is a brand new filmmaker. And that film won the award at Cannes as well for the director Charlotte Wells. So brand new filmmaker.
Let me ask,
drama.
Yeah, Irene, when you sit down with your committee to put these things together, how do you find these films? Do you work with agents, or how do you know that film is out there?
Well, we read reviews, film critics in major newspapers, LA Times, listen to radio stations, TV, look at trailers, and where we can see the films. Many of these are so new that they're certainly not in theaters yet, and they're not available on streaming. So, but we also look at other film festivals that have preceded ours to see audience favorites, critics' choices, best picture, and build our list that way. This year, we really hit the jackpot because, as I say, this festival is happening just a week after the Academy Awards, and so many of these films were nominated in one category or another.
Yeah.
So, and there's American films. There's some foreign films. There's an Irish film. There's a Korean film, all with subtitles. So.
All right, hang on. I got to take a break, and we'll come back. We're talking to Irene Hensinger from the Riverside Saginaw Film Festival this weekend. More ahead.
The HBA of Saginaw is proud to host their annual home show March 18th and 19th, once again at the SVSU Writer Center, sponsored by Builders First Source. Our exhibitors are sure to match your remodeling or building needs. Enter raffles, prize giveaways, and a scavenger hunt. New this year at 2 p.m. on Saturday, watch as local middle schools construct mini homes. Join us March 18th from 9 until 7 and March 19th from 11 until 5. Visit SaginawHomeshow.com for more information, including how to get a discount on your entry fee.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. Matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners, it's the memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
Every piece of land has a story. Some write theirs behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor, like the Upshaws.
This is my tractor Penny. It's all about attention to detail.
But the Nelsons love cruising around their expansive Montana ranch in their John Deere Gator UV.
We've been here since 1868.
While the Caggianos drive a John Deere to keep their Long Island brewery looking sharp.
Don't call me, don't bother me. I'm going out to mow for a couple hours.
Run with us and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up.
Made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PRIDE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text PRIDE to 42424. That's PRIDE to 42424.
I thought learning a language would be too much work. Then I discovered Babbel. They make learning fun. J'aime Babbel.
Babbel's 10 or 15 minutes, quick and easy. And soon you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
My friend from Italy said my accent and pronunciation is perfect. It's because Babbel's lessons are designed by language teachers and voiced by real native speakers. Each lesson is like living in another country for 15 minutes.
I love that there's all kinds of ways to learn. Babbel's podcast or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
You learn words and phrases you actually use in real conversations.
In 3 weeks, I was starting to speak in another language. So easy.
There's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
You have the chance to win a $1,000 gift certificate to a business of your choice. It's the WSGW Home Improvement Contest presented by the Saginaw Home Builders Association. Enter online at WSGW.com. When you enter, you choose the business you would use your $1,000 gift certificate if you're drawn as the winner. Businesses include Reamer Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Bay Landscaping, M&R Garage Door and Openers, Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery, Midland Sand Company, All Seasons Heating and Cooling, Delta Door Sales, Maple Hill Nursery and Garden Center, Roof Max, Patriot Carpet Cleaning, Cranes L&M Appliance, Hartel Heating and Cooling, Westside Decorating Center, Big Ick Nursery and Garden Center, Mid-Michigan Garage Door, Bonifant Cabinetry, Woolfiles Ace Hardware. The Home Improvement Contest presented by the Saginaw Home Builders Association. Deadline to enter is March 24th. Enter online at WSGW.com.
All right, we're back with you, talking to Irene Hensinger from the Riverside Saginaw Film Festival, which starts today at 4 o'clock with the movie After Sun. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, the next movie up is Tar. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's that about?
It features Kate Blanchett, who's won an Oscar.
Wow.
And this movie was nominated for 6 Oscars in 6 different categories. It's a musical drama. It's about a woman she's a well-known composer, but wants to be the conductor of a major orchestra, and the struggle that she has. And she becomes the first female director of a major German orchestra, actually.
All right, so that's today, 4 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock. Now, tomorrow we begin at 10 a.m. with Decision to Leave. Tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, this is a Korean film. It's a crime drama, and a detective who's investigating a man's death in the mountains meets the dead man and mysterious wife. And this won the Best Director Award at the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow, boy, there's a lot of winners in this group.
There are. Every one of these films was nominated or won in at least one category, in some cases more than one.
All right. 1 o'clock tomorrow is The Quiet Girl.
Mm-hmm. This is an Irish film. It's set in rural Ireland in the 1980s. And it follows a young girl who's neglected in her home, and she's sent home to live with foster parents for the summer. And she blossoms under their care, and she discovers that in a house meant to be without secrets, she has found one. And this was nominated for the Best International Feature Film. Quiet Girl, lovely film, beautiful scenery.
We talked about Women Talking. That's on at 4 o'clock tomorrow. At 7 o'clock tomorrow, To Leslie. Tell us about it.
This is based on true events, and it's set in West Texas, story of a single mother who wins the lottery. However, she then squanders very quickly her winnings and leaves a legacy of heartbreak behind. But years later, when she's really safe and her charm is running out, she figures out how to rebuild her life and find redemption. The actress that plays the lead was nominated for a Best Actress Award just last week.
Very good.
To Leslie.
All right.
Based on true events.
And again, everybody, it's $5 at the door, cash only, please. And let us now go to Saturday. And the Saturday lineup we've talked about: 10 o'clock After Sun, at 1 o'clock Women Talking, at 4 o'clock Tar. Then at 7 o'clock, this title fascinates me: All the Beauty and the Bloodshed.
This is our only documentary in this grouping. The rest are dramas. Again, this was nominated in the documentary category, and it follows the life of an artist, her involvement in the downfall of the Sackler family, the pharmaceutical dynasty that was held responsible largely for the opioid epidemics, unfathomable death toll. But it's the story of how she takes on that project.
So it's contemporary. I mean, this is fairly recent history.
Brand new.
Wow.
Yep.
Very good.
This is a 2023 film.
7 o'clock. That one's 7 o'clock on Saturday. And then a Sunday, 10 a.m. to Leslie, 1 o'clock, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, 4 o'clock, Decision to Leave, 7 o'clock, The Quiet Girl. All at the Court Street Theater, but the most important question of all, will Tom Braley have the popcorn machine working?
Oh, absolutely. He and his lovely wife, Step, over there now getting ready for what we hope will be lots of people coming to see these wonderful films. I mean, you can't go to a movie anywhere for $5. Any movie.
That's for sure.
And then these are all really top shelf quality films. And we're thrilled to be able to bring them to this community. So.
All right. Starts today at 4 o'clock, runs through Sunday. The Riverside Saginaw Film Festival at the Court Street Theater. And Irene, as always, we wish you well with it. Hope you get a lot of people out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Always good to talk to you, Art.
Same here, Irene. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now. Irene Hensinger and the Riverside Saginaw Film Festival. It's been around many, many years. Pandemic kind of interrupted, but then they've come back with this new format, everything at one theater, the Court Theater. You don't have to go around to multiple locations. But that also means you can see every one of these films because they're not running at the same time. So you can go and see them all. 4 and 7 today, 10, 1, 4, and 7 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be back to close out after these notes.
Homeowners, Bob Wilsey of SunTech Wind and Solar here in Standish. Are you looking for energy independence for your home? You should be. Michigan utilities are closing their remaining coal plants soon, resulting in more power outages. Home solar with battery backup not only provides power during the grid outage, it reduces your light bill every day the sun shines. Unlike a generator, it just sits there. I'd love to show you how it all works. Come visit us at 319 South Main Street in Standish or visit us at suntech-windsolar.com.
Liberty Bridge is your gateway to work, school, downtown, and the Midland Street Business District. Enjoy all the benefits of Liberty Bridge for free until April. Save time. Find the most convenient route to your destination. Avoid congestion at other local bridges and experience Bay City's newest, most reliable bridge. Brought to you by local union workers and Bay City Bridge Partners. For your passport to the lowest rates once tolling begins, get your BC Pass before April at BayCityBridgePartners.com.
Deb's constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating kept giving her grief. She talked to her doctor to get some relief. Deb had irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, which was a start. Saying yes to Linzess helped her do her part.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess. Get immediate help from unusual for severe stomach, especially bloody or black stools. The most common side effect. Severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by Happy and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
The WSGW Morning Team.
The WSGW online poll is about cursive writing in schools. It's State Representative Brenda Carter from Oakland County who's introduced a bill that would encourage schools, not mandate, cursive writing curriculum. She says it's more than students learning how to sign names. She says there are studies showing cursive writing helps children develop better with their memories. Michigan does not have a statewide curriculum to teach cursive, but could provide districts some programming to do so. 21 states actually do mandate schools to teach cursive. So the poll question is, what do you think Michigan should do? Should Michigan schools teach cursive writing? You could say yes, encourage it, but not mandate. You could say yes, it should be mandated. You could say no. You could say I'm not sure. We want you to vote. Head to WSGW.com, scroll down that homepage, find that poll box, and make your vote that way. Do you write cursive, Patrick?
Only with my signature, but that's it.
Okay.
Actually, I do. I write in cursive all the time, and it was faster.
I go back and forth.
I can't do that.
Charlie, Denise, and Pat, the Morning Team. 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
And that'll do it for this hour of the Art Lewis Show. And we will be back tomorrow morning with lots more on WSGW. Now, stick around for the news from CBS and the local report. We'll bring you up to date on everything around the world and the state and the region. And then we'll be back with Focus to chat with Ken Buck from Buck Insurance. All of that is ahead right after the news.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is telling Congress the U.S. banking system is still on good footing after 2 recent bank failures.
Secretary Yellen says the government moved quickly.
The government took decisive and forceful actions to stabilize and strengthen public confidence in our financial system.
In testimony before the Senate Finance Committee, Yellen added those actions, followed by the failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, sends an important message.
Our banking system is sound and that confident that their deposits will be there when they need them.
Yellen also defended President Biden's fiscal 2024 budget blueprint, which some Republicans have labeled unserious. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
A U.S. official tells CBS's David Martin a Russian ship recovered some debris yesterday from that U.S. drone that ended up in the Black Sea. Air Force footage that's out now appears to support the American contention about the confrontation with Russian fighter jets. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The footage shows what the U.S. military calls unsafe and unprofessional behavior on the part of the Russian pilots of 2 fighter jets dumping fuel on and then of the U.S. drone. The U.S. then ditched the drone into the sea.
On CBS Mornings, Florida's Marco Rubio, the top Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee, on what the U.S. should do going forward.
We should fly more of them. We shouldn't stop flying them. And in many cases, we should be prepared to scramble jets and respond if they are threatened by Russian aircraft.
Poland's president said today his country will give Ukraine a dozen Soviet-made warplanes for its fight with Russia. The rain has finally stopped in California, but there's plenty to deal with in the aftermath, as we hear from CBS's Carter Evans.
Across the state, almost 90,000 people are facing evacuation. Christopher Moreto left the night with no shoes. He's been living in his car for almost a week.
So this is everything you got now?
This is my home, The local community is stepping in with clothes and supplies.
Ford is recalling more than 1 million older sedans because of a potential problem with the brakes. Jeff Gilbert from affiliate WWJ has more from Detroit.
The brake hose can rupture on the 2013 through 18 model year Ford Fusions and Lincoln MKZs. While this can seriously impact braking ability, only one crash has been reported. So far this year, Ford has had 12 recalls impacting 2 million vehicles, the most of any.
Wall Street right now, stocks opened lower but have turned around. The Dow is up 61 points. The Nasdaq's up 100. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty Bridge is your gateway to work, school, downtown, and the Midland Street Business District. Enjoy all the benefits of Liberty Bridge for free until April. Save time and fuel by taking the most convenient route to your destination. Avoid congestion at other local bridges and experience Bay City's newest, most reliable bridge. Workers and Bay City Bridge Partners. For your passport to the lowest rates once tolling begins, get your BC Pass before April at baycitybridgepartners.com.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
I'm Scott Trout, attorney and CEO of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. We help men deal with the life changes triggered by divorce, such as child custody, among many others. But life changes also occur after divorce. These changes can make parts of your existing court order irrelevant. If you feel a modification to your court orders might be necessary, talk to us at Cordell & Cordell. We're a partner men can count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Detroit area attorneys. A partner men can count on. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor. CordellCordell.com.
Live 100.5 and 790 Newsroom. This is WSGW News.
Cloudy skies and 42 degrees at 11:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Percha. The Tuscola County Sheriff's Department says that Carroll Middle School is currently in lockdown mode after possible threats from a parent. The sheriff's office says that officers have made contact with the parent at the school and interviews are being conducted. The agency says all kids are safe and secure while deputies are currently investigating. A 77-year-old Burton man will be sentenced after pleading no contest to charges stemming from exposing himself at a Frankenmuth splash pad. Gary Walling is charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct with a victim 13 years old or younger, aggravated indecent exposure, and indecent exposure by a sexually delinquent person. The law defines a sexual delinquent as someone whose sexual behavior is characterized by repetitive or compulsive acts which indicate a disregard of consequences or the recognized rights of others. In August 2020, Waller exposed himself to 2 7-year-old girls at the J.C. Spray Park and physically touched them. His sentencing date is March 27th. A 20-year tradition is now back to the Saginaw area. Michigan State University is hosting their annual Saginaw Spartans Junior Awards Dinner March 22nd at the Swan Valley Golf and Banquet Center at 6 p.m. This year, they'll gather in person for the first time since COVID-19. The event is to acknowledge outstanding students who are nominated by their school counselor or principal. Each of the high school seniors had to pass a 3-point qualification to be awarded the honor, demonstrating scholarship, leadership, and service. The event will feature a guest speaker from the university's Office of Admissions. For more, visit SaginawSpartans.com. WSGW News Time 11:07.
Hi, I'm Tom Kreitler, host of the Money Pit Home Improvement Show. If you think you need a new roof, think again. You can avoid replacement and save thousands with RoofMax, the world's first roof rejuvenation treatment. RoofMax is a safe, easy, and affordable alternative to costly asphalt roof replacement, and it's guaranteed. So don't replace RoofMax.
RoofMax, a safe, easy, proven, affordable alternative to expensive asphalt shingle roof replacement. Call Ben today at 859-6751 or go to getroofmax.com for a free quote.
EFPTOZ.
What are you doing?
Testing my doubler vision.
Doubler vision.
So I don't miss the doubler message on my daily games tickets.
For a limited time, Michigan Lottery is printing doubler messages on random daily 3 and 4 Fox and two-way tickets. If your winning ticket has it, you double your prize winnings.
Ooh, move over.
Hey.
EFP. Two can play at this game.
Don't miss daily 3 and 4 doubler days from the Michigan Lottery for a limited time this month. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
WSGW News Time 11:08. The weather forecast is coming up next. State Representative Emil Frisky of Charlevoix has introduced a measure to repeal a DNR order requiring deer hunters in Michigan to report their harvest within 72 hours. Hunters could be charged with a misdemeanor if they fail to report online or over the phone in that time frame. Frisky, a Republican, is concerned about the practicality of the mandate because many areas of northern Michigan and the Upper Peninsula do not have reliable report. There's been a lot of headlines about companies cutting staff. Experts say if you lost your job and need to buy a home, there's a common mistake you should avoid. President of RE/MAX of Southeastern Michigan, Jeanette Schneider, says do not open new lines of credit or put a lot of charges on your credit card.
Because now your debt to income ratio is getting impacted, and it's going to be another issue for the lender that you're going to have to overcome. So you really want to stay away from tapping those credit cards, no matter who you are going through the home buying process, but even more so if you're going through a job change at the same time.
Schneider says if you are a homeowner and lose your job, she encourages you to reach out to your lender to discuss possible options. Donations of red shirts and red dresses are needed for the red dress installation at the Northern Michigan University Center for Native American Studies. The installation works to raise awareness about missing and murdered Indigenous women by hanging it up around Marquette. President of the Native American Student Association, Sophie Panic, says it's a good idea to spread awareness because they're going missing every day and they need to do something about it. It's better that they all come together and focus on it so they can work on getting their people back. When you see news happening, call the WSGW newsroom at 752-0790. It's 11:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW weatherology forecast. Few spotty rain showers possible late today, otherwise cloudy skies, a high in the low 50s. Southwest winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, a good chance for rain showers, cloudy and low near 44. By Friday, a slight chance for rain showers, cloudy skies, temperature steady early, then slowly fall throughout the day. Saturday, a chance for snow, cloudy and breezy, high around 30. By Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 38 degrees. Monday, sunshine, high around 47. By Tuesday, most conditions, and we'll see high around 48 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Vujicic with the WSGW weatherology forecast.
Currently, it's 45.
Now, it's time to focus as WSGW presents the people, the places, the businesses, the culture, the area events and activities, all put into focus on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com. Focus is presented by RoofMax. That's RoofMax with 2 X's.
And of course, RoofMax is the safe, proven, easy, and affordable alternative to asphalt shingle roof replacement. Find out about it at getroofmax.com. That's RoofMax with 2 X's. Or call Ben, 989-859-6751, or stop down at the Saginaw Home Builders Association show, the home show this weekend at the Ryder Center at Saginaw Valley State University. Ben will be there. We're going to talk a little bit about insurance on Focus today, and also about the Walleye Festival coming up in Freeland, and we're going to do that with our buddy Ken Buck from Buck Insurance. Ken, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
We're doing well. All right. I noticed in some of the notes you sent and in some of our conversation, no-fault auto insurance laws are apparently being set upon in many states. And you indicated here that 90% of the states have at-fault instead of no-fault laws. Michigan still has no-fault, correct?
That's correct. Back before we did all this stuff, back in the early 70s and beforehand, Michigan was a tort state, so that whoever was at fault in the accident paid for both the damage to the vehicle and all the injuries involved in the accident. So the person that was at fault paid for everything. But the problem was the way the law was set up was that you had to take a person to court in order to get everything done, and that kind of really tied up the court system. So Michigan, in its infinite wisdom, decided we're going to make a law, a no-fault law that every other state was going to follow. So we put all this guarantees into the law, and it was such an odious law that no other state actually followed it. So that most of the states stayed a tort state or at-fault state. So nowadays, insurance companies are trying to get better discounts for the people that don't make claims, because a majority of people, they haven't had a claim for their auto or their home insurance forever. People that kind of drive up the premiums. So they instituted a no claims discount, so that if you haven't had a claim within a 3 period of time, a lot of companies will give you an extra discount. Well, the problem with that is that I'm sitting at a stoplight minding my own business. Some other guy slides around the corner because it's slippery out, and then he smashes into me.
Yeah.
Well, with the no-fault state, I have to fix my car. Well, now that I put a claim in, now I lose that. It sometimes it's 2%, it's 5%, 10%. It depends on the company discount for not having a claim. So now my rates went up, even no fault of my own.
Yeah.
So a lot of states, because auto insurance is based on what state you're in, they're changing their laws so that the person that causes the accident has to pay for it.
Is there any movement like that in Michigan?
Not that I'm aware of, but because there's a national trend, we might see that in Michigan, because, again, people get upset because of their own, so that they may be you may get a grounds root effort to have the law changed in Michigan to where it was back before the auto insurance reform in the 70s.
All right, so you as an insurance agent, when you look at insurance and you look at Michigan's no fault, for the most part, has it worked?
For the most part, it really has cut down on people going to court, either for physical damage coverage or especially for injuries, because the threshold to sue someone is really high in Michigan still. You have to have like a permanent injury or death, and then when you get the liability and the lawsuits and all that kind of stuff, or for wage loss and other types of benefits beyond a 3-year period of time. But for most states, that has not been the case. But with Michigan, yeah, it really has solved the problem that we had far. And now the pendulum's swinging back the other way to have the people held accountable that are causing the accident.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to homeowners and coverage of homes. And this question I'm going to ask is based on the fact that around the country, Florida, for example, California, many states have been inundated with weather situations and has caused a lot of claims. Do we in Michigan pay for our homeowners based on the stats of Michigan, or does what happens in California and Florida affect us here?
It depends.
Of
on
course.
the insurance company that you have.
Okay.
So every insurance company, they have overhead costs. So depending on the insurance company, they have a percentage cost, and then they pay out. So maybe it's a 12% overhead cost. So for every dollar of premium that comes in, 12 cents of that goes to pay for the heat and the light and the underwriting and the adjusters and everything. And the rest of it comes out in claims. So 88 cents out of a dollar would come out in claims for the company. And then by investing that money, in the meantime, they hope to make enough to actually have a profit or at least break even. So if you're talking about a national company that does business in all 50 states, then sometimes some companies will increase the rates throughout the United States so that their bottom line, at least they break even. And some companies do it according to only by the state or only by the region. So it depends on the insurance company. So it's not really a simple answer, but it is what it is.
And what about the cost of building homes has gone up? Has that impacted the policies?
It really has, because it was OSB by a sheet of it for $18. That's the way it was for quite some time. And for a while, that got close to $50. Now the price has come down somewhat, but it's still quite a bit higher than it was before. So the contract that most people have with their homeowners insurance is that it's required for the insurance company to duplicate their house. And if you have a guaranteed replacement cost in your house, then it'll even pay more than what you have the house insured to duplicate it. But with so high and labor costs are going up too, some people may have had only enough to replace 80% of your house.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't really go very well. So yeah. So the insurance companies, depending on the company, have had between a 10 and a 15% increase in the dwelling coverage for your homeowners on your renewal. So if you notice your homeowners insurance premium going up, it may not be because of a claim or higher premiums. It just may be that your dwelling coverage went up by 10 to 15%.
All right, last question here before we move on to the Walleye Festival after the break. You mentioned that you're running into issues trying to get a lower insurance rate. A person will list cars on their policy that are not in their name. Why would they get them a lower rate if they put more cars on their policy?
Well, I have a girlfriend, we're living together, so we put both of our vehicles on the same policy so we can get a multi-vehicle, better insurance score, that sort of thing. But one vehicle is in her name and one vehicle is in my name. Well, the problem becomes that in order to have a valid claim, you have to have an insurable interest in the car. Otherwise, I could take out an insurance policy on your auto, burn it up, and then get money.
Yeah.
So you have to, the name on the title has to match the name on the insurance policy. And unfortunately, I see that all too often that the insurance company isn't not going to make that a valid claim. They're going to deny it because I haven't insured the vehicle properly.
Yeah. All right, before we move on to the Walleye Festival, tell everybody where you're located and how they can get in touch with you.
I am located at 7585 Midland Road in Freeland, Michigan. I am across the street from Bill Watson Chevrolet and Pat's Food Center. They can go on my website, www.buckinsurance.com. They can email me, ken@buckinsurance.com, or they can call 989-695-2525.
All right, hang on. We'll talk about the Walleye Festival when we come back.
For Bay region, you know just where to go.
Oh, yeah, Covenant Healthcare.
But when you need to decide whether to go to emergency, urgent care, or your primary care provider,
well, let me get back to you on that.
Here's how to get the right care in the right place at Covenant. See your primary care doctor for ongoing non-urgent complaints like joint or muscle pain, digestive issues, mild headaches, etc. If it's after your doctor's office hours and your care can't wait, come to a MedExpress urgent care location. It's the perfect choice for ear infections, respiratory illness, sprains, stomach aches, and so on. Virtual urgent care and doctor visits. Finally, call 911 or go directly to emergency if you have heart attack or stroke symptoms or any severe injury. Still not sure? Call Covenant Care Connect at 989-583 3135 and we'll help you decide. Covenant Healthcare.
Is your prostate secretly being destroyed without you knowing it? All the ads for these prostate pills like Super Beta Prostate, Saw Palmetto, ProstaStream, Prostagenics, and others. Want to know which pills work and which are garbage? Now you can. Get a free copy of the new guide, Prostate Secrets, that pulls back the curtain on the prostate pill industry. Learn which pill has over 987 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA. It's shocking. Learn the one food to avoid that is a prostate killer, and discover the 3 so-called health foods that destroy your prostate. Get your free copy at prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com. This free guide will show you how to end your prostate problems without drugs or surgery, 5 important things to do to protect your prostate, and much more. Warning, this guide is controversial and may be offensive to some readers as it pulls no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com, prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com.
The WS studios are sponsored by the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Showroom and Design Center in Midland.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, talking to Ken Buck from Buck Insurance, but Ken is also involved in the Walleye Festival that comes to Freeland. So, Ken, let's talk about the festival a little bit. First of all, what are the dates this year?
So our festival always coincides with the opening of walleye season, which is always the last Saturday in March. So the festival starts Saturday in April.
I was going to say, I had to check my calendar to see if I'm busy.
I know. So my apologies. It starts Thursday, April the 27th. That's the official start of our garage sales. Starts 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning. So we have probably close to 1,000 garage sales all through the town. And then also in the evening, we have our high stakes Texas Hold'em poker tournament. And also we have our second annual duck races where we race ducks down to the West. We have our cornhole tournament. And those are things that happen on Thursday. And then Friday, it just gets into full gear. We have vendors. We have a lot of things over on the Freeman Learning Center and garage sales. And this is our 37th annual, so we keep adding new things. And we're still looking for someone to host a fish fry.
Yeah, that was always a big event, too. The Athletic Association used to run that. And when they stopped, it's been tough to find a replacement, hasn't it?
It is a decent fundraiser, and we're still looking for a group to host it. But you need probably about 30 to 40 individuals to really do it the right way.
Yeah.
And the problem is that a lot of groups don't have that many individuals, because you'll have like up to 2,000 dish dinners that you'll need to get out in a short period of time, which requires you to have a lot of volunteers.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly, it's a great event, and I look forward to being there. I think we'll
see you Saturday.
Saturday at McDonald Ford at the car show. Is that where it's going to be?
Yes, that's where the car show is going to be, and we have you booked to do a remote broadcast there.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it. All right. Well, listen, as always, great to talk to you about insurance, but the Walleye Festival is certainly a major event in this region, and it's always fun to be out there and do it, and bigger and better than ever, right, Ken?
Yes, it is. It's going to be bigger and better than ever.
All right. When will there be a schedule of events at the Walleye Festival that people can either pick up or find online, and also a listing of all the garage sales?
The garage sales, the deadline for registering to be on the map of the garage sales is going to be Monday, April 17th, so that we can get all the map done and then the flyers out. But everything else is already online.
Oh, it is?
At www.freelandwalleyefestival.com. the schedule and all the events, registrations, and everything. That's been up for about a month or so.
Excellent. All right. All right, Ken, we'll talk to you down the road, and we'll certainly look forward to seeing you at the Walleye Festival, if not before.
Yep, so will I. Thank you very much, Art.
All right, Ken, have a great day. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, too. Bye now.
Ken Buck from Buck Insurance, we thank him for joining us. We'll take our last break, come back, and move on to the Farm Show.
Liberty Bridge is your gateway to work, school, downtown, and the Midland Street Business District. Enjoy all the benefits of Liberty Bridge for free until April. Save time and fuel